Thanks for joining us for another edition of Weekend Winners, proudly brought to you by AQWA. We're focused on Albion Park, our final Metro meeting before Christmas the following week, and we've got a cracking card coming up this week. The Christmas Cup for the Pacers, the Christmas Cup for the Trotters, and the Members Cup. That's all in front of us this weekend. We're going to catch up with Shane Graham and Narissa McMullen. Both drivers have good books coming up this weekend, so their insight is going to be very, very important. And those two drivers, they won't be too far away. Our final Metro meeting before Christmas, and it's a cracking program this Saturday night at Albion Park. 10 races, and it's got the Christmas flavour about it. It's Christmas Cup night for the open class Pacers and the Trotters. First man in the hot seat is Shane Graham here today, and he joins us now. Shane, appreciate the time.
No worries, Chris.
You've got some great drives here on paper. Let's go through them one by one. Race 1, Scarlet Babe the mare. She's been so close at a past 5 or so starts now. Can Saturday night be her night?
Yeah, look, she's racing terrific and that, but just seems to come across one a bit better, or, you know, just doesn't have the right trip. But hopefully Saturday night she can crack it and, yeah, get her back in winning form. Okay, last week she chased home Governor Jujon, who steps out in the Christmas Pacing Cup a little bit later. He was phenomenal, the winner. Were you happy with your mare? I was, like, probably originally, you know, I thought she probably, you know, should have won it with the trip she had, but when you look at the times, I think Governor was he was just awesome, and, you know, on the clock she just can't go any better really. So I was happy with her, you know, like, even though originally I thought she probably should have won it, but yeah, I just don't think she can go any better. Okay, last week in the inside gate 1, Saturday night coming, you've got the outside of the second row, but it might set up nicely here as long as you can find that right horse to follow. Yeah, that's right, you know, like, she's high speed, and even though she had the good trip last week, she still had to sort of rail through for the first couple hundred to hold a spot, you know. So Saturday night she won't be burning early, so, you know, like, that'll be more fuel she'll have at the finish. Okay, looks a terrific chance there, Scarlet Babe. Race 2. I don't know what the expectations were with this guy when he landed in the stable of Bo Chisholm, but he's going really well. Again last week, really good. Yeah, that's right. He, you know, he probably... I wasn't that excited about getting him in the stable, but he has done a good job. Last week he was probably the best he's gone. We had a good trip, and then it ended up being, you know, a torrid last lap. So he fought on well, but, you know, like, if he gets the right trip, I'm sure he'll be in the finish. It could go one of two ways, this race. They'll go 100 miles an hour early, or there'll just be no speed at all. So it's hard to predict. Yeah, that's right. You know, it's probably, you know, we're going to need a little bit of luck, because even if they do sort of go hard early, there's a few horses in it that can run out a strong mile, so we still might be a bit far back. But, you know, if we get a little bit of luck, he'll go well. Okay. Race number 3, this guy's going super. Iliguila. Again, I'm not sure what the expectations were, but since he's been in the stable, he's been so good, and he was dominant winning last week. Yeah, that's right. He stepped it up and improved a little bit, I think. Last week he was pretty casual. Like, he's good. Like, he can run a good mile if you have him sort of G'd up. But I didn't really sort of G him up too much last week, and he was a bit casual through the middle half. But he finished it off real easy. So you know, when you sort of razzle him up a bit, he can run out a real good mile. Is that his best asset, his gate speed? Yeah, he's, you know, his gate speed, and you can open him up and he's happy to back off, you know, like, his manners, that always helps. So for a big horse, he does have a good turn of speed, so I think that, yeah, it's his best asset. Is there much of a difference, in your opinion, with what you beat last week to what you're opposed to this week? No, probably not, you know, like, not with how the barriers are drawn where he should be able to lead again. So, you know, it's probably a similar sort of field, really. Okay, race number 4 on Saturday night, Soho Sinatra for trainer Sean Grimsey. He's got gate 7. Is he out of form, or is he capable of surprising? Oh, look, he'll need a lot to go his way. He's one of them horses, you know, he probably, he could bob up at one of these races and no one would expect it, you know, but not the best draws. Okay, race number 5. This is the first of our features, the Members Cup on Saturday night. You're driving 3 in Heaven for trainer Charlie Seeney. First local to run, no trials, but it's a stable we've got to respect. Yeah, that's right. You know, obviously Charlie's sort of happy with him, and to put him in this race, he he must think he's going to be up to it.
Okay, what are the expectations, just looking through his form lines? Coming up from Newcastle, Charlie's always had a good association with these horses coming up from that area, so he knows how to get them going.
Yeah, that's right. He, you know, whichever horse he's sort of got from Newcastle, he's done a good job. And this bloke sort of raced in quite good races his last 3 or 4 starts. So, you know, he's obviously above average ability.
It looks open though, this race, doesn't it, on paper? There's a stack of chances here.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sure it's going to come down to luck and running and whoever gets the best trip.
Okay, race 6, the Christmas Cup. Turn It Up is your drive. He held the lead last week and he was just run down late behind Speeches, Silver and Northview Hustler. How did you grade the performance? Yeah,
I thought he was super, you know. Probably just my error, got sliding too much down the back, you know. He's a hard horse to judge. He covers the ground that easy and, yeah, just probably too quick down the back. But I thought he was super.
The fact that he's on a 7-day backup, is that a pleasing sign?
It is. We haven't done it too often with him. We normally sort of space him, but whether the warmer weather or that sort of, you know, he's pulling up better after every run. So, you know, he's touch wood, he's real sound, and, you know, he's pulled up terrific. So it's always, you know, a good sign. We go to 2,680 metres on Saturday night. What are you thinking? Yeah, look, I don't think the distance will worry him. You know, his mile record's good, but it's just the way it's sort of fallen that, you know, with his races, they're over the mile. So the 2,600, you know, he's run placings in the Blacks of Fake and, you know, the Auckland Cup and all that. So the distance isn't a worry. Okay, do you think you'll hold the lead or do you look for cover? Nah, I think we'll hold. You know, you know, he was big last week holding and, you know, we got pushed back last time we handed up. So, you know, I think we'll take that out of the equation and just be in front. Okay, so you're happy with him? Yeah, no, I am very happy with him. All right, I'm sure you would have been happy with this barrier draw for this horse, Italian Lad. He's finally got a gate. Yes, let's hope he makes the most of it. Can he do it? I think so. Like, he was terrific last week, you know, like he... The winner won easily, of course, but, you know, the times and sitting parked out, everyone else sort of had their chance to beat him, you know. He only just got there, but, yeah, the barriers have just killed him since he's been in Australia, and, you know, I don't think he's drawn under barrier 5 in any starts, so come up with the 1, he does have gate speed, you know, he's got his shot to win anyway. All right, race 8, your final drive on Saturday night, no doubt. Inside of the second row, starts all important here, what transpires and who leads, but even sitting 3 fence, he's still going to be a threat. Yeah, that's right. He's another horse, you know, he don't draw too often. He was OD there for a little bit, but he always comes up with a bad draw, but he's always hitting the line and, you know, he's no star, but he's very honest. So, like you said, him behind leader or 3 fence, you know, he's got the speed to overcome it. Okay, he's a good shot, no doubt, despite the draw. What's the pick of them at this early stage? Oh, look, probably, you know, he's going to be short, but AQWA, he sort of looks like he's racing in good form and got the right draw and right distance. Okay, race 3, number 2, AQWA. Shane, as always, appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside. No worries. Thanks, Chris. Narissa McMullen with several key drives on Saturday night. She's jumped in the hot seat to join us now. Narissa, appreciate the time.
Thanks for having me on, Chris.
Jumping Jack Jimmy, race 1, number 1. We all know he's got gate speed. How do you assess his chances here in the opener?
It is a strong race for him, but he does race really well when he's able to lead, and he's a bit of a funny horse. You got to have him up travelling really well, and you know, if I can just get him on the bit early, I think he will run a good race.
Okay, it is a steep class rise though, isn't it?
Yeah, it definitely is.
Okay, do you think he's got the speed to lead, and if he does, do you think you'll be keen to hold it?
Just sort of depends, you know, if he turns up on the night. He does have good gate speed when he wants to, and if he runs the gate and he's keen, probably just sort of hold up. But yeah, we'll just see how we go.
Okay. Race number 3, your own runner here is It Ain't the Money. Matty Elkins has got the drive here after his all-the-way win last week. Did he surprise you with how easy he won last week?
Not really. He is really good in front and over the mile. We sort of haven't had a chance to just let him run like that. So that it really suits him, and he raced well.
That first quarter last week was 27 seconds flat. He looked like he barely broke a sweat. He was just cruising out in front. He travelled very well last week.
Yeah, he is a nice horse when he's right and when he's got confidence, so hopefully he just continues that run of form.
Okay, and now he's got the wide draw here on Saturday night. Aguila's fit in form, drawn gate 2. Is he the obvious horse to beat?
Yeah, definitely. It's a hard draw for our guy. Probably have to slide forward and see where he ends up, but he's not going to have the speed to find the front.
Okay. Moving across to race number 5, this is the Members Cup. Letizier's back in action. He hasn't raced since the Bill Dixon, but he's had a recent trial. What's the expectation going into the Members Cup?
I was really happy with his trial last week. He needed that hit out and he's improved since then. The 2100 really suits him, so that's a big bonus. Just a little bit of a tricky draw for him, but if he can get a good trip, he'll go very close.
Does he have gate speed?
He has a little bit. He's probably better if you don't really burn him early, but I think we've just got to try and slide forward to get a position somewhere there.
He's proven in the past with some of those wins that he's recorded here at Albion Park, he can be really lethal coming off cover, and I'm sure that's what you're hoping for. As long as there's a genuine tempo and you don't have to use him and you can find a good horse to follow, he's going to be right in the thick of the action.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, it looks wide open though, that race, doesn't it?
It does, yep.
Okay. Race number 6, the Christmas Cup. Ideal World, he steps out here. He's got gate 4, but you've got Turn It Up in gate 2. How does this play out?
A bit of a tricky race. Turn It Up probably holds the key to the race with his gate speed. Sort of the 2600 might sort of level the playing field a little bit here as well. It is a strong race, but I think he'll go well.
Okay. Are you happy with Ideal World coming into this race off that last start effort?
Yeah, last start he just had no luck. Went back and sort of pretty much had to follow them around in a quick mile. He's been a little bit funny lately. He's probably better suited to the longer trip, which hopefully he proves me right on Saturday night.
Okay, well, that's interesting. Race number 7, West Star Sam. He's got gate 2. The likely favourite Italian lad draws 1. How do you sort of see this race shaping up?
He's racing well, but we'll just have to find some cover and sort of give him a cosy trip, and I think he can finish off well.
Yeah, his recent form's strong, isn't it?
Yeah, he's racing really well.
Okay, Italian lad clearly the horse to beat from that inside gate?
Yeah, definitely. He's got the good barrier.
All right. Race number 8, you're down to drive one last roll here. He's come up with gate 4. The start for this race is going to be all important. How do you see yourself early with one last roll? Because he does have early speed.
Yeah, he does have gate speed and he's best in front, so I think we've got to try and use him, but I'm just not sure if he's going to have enough speed to cross.
Yeah, there is some speed to your inside. Shadow Minister, Rock and Roll Dude and Recipe for Dreaming, they can all leave the gate.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Going across to race number 10, the last, Jewel of Peak here, drawn the inside of the second row. Were you disappointed when you learned that she got the inside of the second line draw?
Yeah, she loves to lead, and yeah, the draw doesn't suit, but we need a little bit of luck, but she is going well.
The two favourite runners there, they're out in 6 and 7, Spirited Bell, Flight Crew. Does that give you some hope?
Yeah, it probably makes it a little bit easier. Hopefully we can sort of get her into the clear at some stage, and I'm sure she'll still finish off well.
Okay. Is she just a leader, Jewel of Peak, or is she capable of coming off cover?
She's becoming more versatile. I think she is capable of sort of coming off cover as long as there's a genuine tempo.
Okay, well that's Jewel of Peak there in the final race. She is drawn to follow out behind Sunny Rice. So you've got a busy night in front of you on Saturday night. Which one are you looking forward to most?
Probably Letizier.
Okay, we'll mark Letizier in the Members Cup. That's race 5, number 5. Narissa, as always, appreciate the time. Best of luck. We'll see you trackside.
Thanks, Chris.
As per normal, a big thanks to both Shane and Narissa. We wish them the best of luck on the weekend. Time now for a good gamble. I think we'll hit it early. Race 1, number 10, Scarlet Babe. This is one of the drives for Shane Graham. This mare's in super form. I know the barrier draw looks ugly on paper, but she's going well enough to overcome it. So race 1, number 10, Scarlet Babe is our best bet. Remember, if you are having a bet this weekend, please do so responsibly. Again, this is our final Weekend Winners edition before Christmas. From all of the team here that put this production together each and every week, wishing you a very Merry Christmas and a safe and prosperous 2022. We'll see you next time.